Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Now, last time we went into the Mantisaur hive, and we completed Nyoka's side quest. We killed the Mantiqueen, we helped her bury her fallen comrades, and we also convinced her that sometimes it's not a bad thing to hold on to the past, so long as you do it properly and don't get too caught up on the bad things. So I think we've done her a favour there, to be honest, because she was a bit pent up with rage when we first met her and a bit of a drunk. So maybe she won't get drunk all the time anymore, but yeah, some people are just stuck in their ways, you know. So now we've got some quests to do, all of which take place on Byzantium. So we are going to have to head over, finally, at long last, to Byzantium. So let's head back to the Unreliable, which is over here at Stellar Bay. And we're going to head to Byzantium, which I think, I remember saying this last time, I think is the capital of Halcyon.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Byzantium looks like.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
If it's really as special as it's made out to be. Let me see. Ellie has some upgrades, so I'm giving them all the 25% health one at the moment. Just so that they're all on the same level. Now, this one we don't have to have anyone specific with us. This one we also don't. This one we need Ellie, and this one we need Parvati. So I think we're going to take Parvati and Ellie.
Stay safe out there.
And leave Nyoka. Here we go then. Byzantium, the big reveal. Is it going to be like when you first get to Bioshock Infinite and you first enter... I forgot the name of the city now. Is it Columbia? I think it's Columbia. Not quite. Not quite. Mind you, Phineas' contact is just there. So maybe we should knock this one off here while we can.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, that's my codename for... you know, our mutual friend. Oh. I'm Golden Eagle. Yeah. I named you Cuckoo. That doesn't even make... Fine. Fine.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep him warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven? Or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codenames. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really. Good hunting, Golden Eagle.
Alright, so I'm Golden Eagle, and I'm currently here with Chicken and Rufus Hummingbird. Got it. There's actually nothing here I can do right now, is there? Let's just do a little bit of exploring. That's an elevator. Find out where that goes momentarily. That's street access, okay. Retirees. That's what that says, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Alright, nothing this way then. So we can take the elevator to the left, down to street, or... Okay, looks like it's just the elevator.
Tinkering with that.
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have
Nick anything? Yeah, looks like it's just that one way down. Suppose the lit up floor strips would have been a clue. But sometimes the way they want you to go isn't always the best way to go. So while we're here, let's set up. Let's go visit Ellie's parents first. Why is the docking base so far underground? There it is. That's the unreliable. That's quite kind of makes sense. This place though, wow.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say.
Go that way? No. Can't take anything out of any boxes.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Sure.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star, and I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I think this is too good an opportunity to turn down myself.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Anti-Creon's level head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a level head.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess we can't go this way either. No. We'll get out. Oh, that guy buggered off quick. Alright, it's funneling us down this way. This place
That's supposed
is really
to be a
impressive.
model of the system? Not super accurate.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mix. Seriously, Spacer's Choice free sliced bread. It tastes fresh because it was.
Ooh, weapons.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armament, and you won't find better anywhere else. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-Bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise. And you're here to buy a weapon, are you not?
So I'll see what he's got. I might just buy his ammo. I doubt he's got anything else that would interest me. That's a flamethrower. I mean, heavy machine guns, perhaps. I'll see what I can sell. Any weapons that I'm not using. Things like this flamethrower. Plasma carbine. Get rid of some of these melee weapons. Grenade launcher. Get rid of that as well. Helps my carry capacity somewhat. Okay, nothing else in here we can do, so let's head back outside. The Bijou Review is closed. So is Lovegroves. Is that what this is? Wow, there's a lot of stuff that's closed.
Spacers.
I think Ellie's parents is probably going to be up this way.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is.
Don't I ever, my dear fellow. Why, I spent 3 hours filing a discussion authorization just to commence our little tete-a-tete.
How we suffer in the name of commerce.
Thought that was Matt Berry for a second, but no. Bureau of Exploration. We'll have to travel there at some point. Halcyon Parcel Service.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
This place looks fantastic. Look at that actual running water. It's incredible. So somewhere up here by the looks of it.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
These signposts, or... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Rockwell. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. If this is what I think it is. Put your gun away, for Christ's sake. Or maybe it's not what I thought it was. Oh no. It's not what I thought.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. I don't know what to say. He's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. perhaps you should go.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Don't cause a scene, they say. Don't cause a scene.
Don't! Please!
Okay, that wasn't meant to happen. I wasn't actually meant to shoot him, I was meant to just panic him.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Oh, could you please leave quietly now?
What a douchebag. Wait, this... I'm assuming this whole place is their house, and not just one room. This doesn't even have a bed. Yeah, this must just be like... the drawing room. That's the word I was looking for.
Let's talk outside.
Yeah, I can see why. I basically convinced her to come back here, and now I'm really regretting it, because they are the ultimate of douchebags. Massive, massive, hemorrhaging douchebags.
Can we talk?
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moonbase, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm. But I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? Want to bet? I've got some big appetites, and they're all cheap. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing, and I'll get to cut them off. As long as I don't develop a taste for Woolgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. What a relief. The less time we have to spend in Byzantium, the better. Something on your mind?
Alright, that's that bit done. So, she wants us to go to the insurance office and steal her parents' money. I'm actually okay with that, believe it or not. In the meantime, I might as well just max out my skills here. Perk-wise, we do this one. Revive companions, that's always handy. So we'll come back to that quest. Maybe the Pavati one? It's reasonably close. I have a feeling up there is where we'll need to go for one of them as well. It's back that way. Alright, let's go do Pavati's, since she's with us.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox of... Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be somewhere else. Anywhere else.
That woman just call us poor.
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking. Ugh, how utterly expected. You must be one of those violent vagrants I've heard tell of, wandering the system in search of brutality. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time. I just told you, my grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. Millions and millions of bits beneath me. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require. Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, Vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. You'll encounter security afterward, but surely you'll handle it. You are the violent sort of vagrant, after all. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
Oh man, I hate Snobs. Wish I hadn't spoken to her now. Alright, I have a feeling something bad's going to happen in that retirement district. I'm not going to give anything away right now, though. I'll be able to take a little shortcut through there. Who are you? What's this place?
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
Is this where... yeah.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Okay.
You get tired of patrolling? Go rough somebody up.
Let's get out of this bit. This isn't what I thought it was. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Why is it locking onto him? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I only really accepted what's her name's quest because I thought I'd be able to ask for double money or something. Basically bankrupt her. But alas, not this time. Man, we're really going roundabout way here, aren't we? Wealthy citizen. Oh, this must be the bar. House of inebriation. And there is naps all around here.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
You say so, Giles.
Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I? I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then. They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mime the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course. Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases, and the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors. Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins, a room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh, a hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course. To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance. Therefore, my, research. Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes. I forget, some parts of Halcyon are lacking in modern plumbing, not to mention the latest in entertainment. Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back. Not just names, they all have backstories too. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn Ensley Okoye. Ah, she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated, and a fearless captain of industry. He's a mercurial shareholder. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract. She's an ambitious shareholder in Farnsworth Incorporated who wants more than stock. Or does she? It's difficult to tell what exactly she's after, but she is trying to seduce both Lord Reginald and Lady Philippa. So is everyone. Haroon is a mysterious young man with amnesia. His backstory's still a work in progress. Iskander is Lady Philippa's trusty assistant. He's trying to seduce Vonda. She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a sharp tongue and a heart of gold. Something else? I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free. But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
Oh man. He had a lot to say for himself. We're not going to do his quest right now. We'll come back and do it another time, I feel. Apologies as well if you can hear me yawning in the background. I'm recording this episode straight after the last one, and if you remember I said there, very little sleep, unfortunately, but that will be fixed for future episodes, don't worry. Right. I'm going to head back this way. Up there's where we need to go.
Yells at me about bakeries one more time.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Aha. So, Prosperity Square? Was that down there?
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the same.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Yes, perfect! That rakish audacity is exactly what I'm after. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face! What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals.
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. What else do you need to know? I've heard rumors of these iconoclasts, half-mad zealots rampaging across the surface of Monarch. You'll have to find your own way into Monarch. I can't help you. Even if I could, I prefer not to interfere with your creative process. I don't know, I've never seen a marauder. Not in person, anyway. There are always Aetherwade programs, but I want something authentic. Byzantium is long overdue for a change of wardrobe, my dear. Something barbaric, yet elegant. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker. Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Again, I was not expecting that. So apparently I'm a professional model now.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. This thing here. Where's my notification pointing? That's just no biggie. Right. So I need to wear an iconoclast armor. Do I even have anything of theirs? I must have something, surely. Exosuit. That's elite armor. Doesn't look like I even have Marauder's stuff at the moment. Unless that counts.
I can't wait to see those outfits.
If I do somehow drop dead in here, promise me you'll drag my corpse somewhere with monsters.
What can I do for you, darling?
Nope, that doesn't count. And now I can't remember what armor I was wearing. Well, let's see. That was the best armor. I have a feeling that's not the one we were wearing. That's the one we were wearing. I wouldn't mind replacing it with this one, actually. Can I? No. Which helmet were we wearing? Probably this one. Alright, I think we'll come back some other time and do this last bit. Let's go attend the audition. I think we'll wrap up the episode after this. I'm intrigued by what I have to do here.
Spacer's choice of zero-G brew. An ale that's good for what ails you.
My dear fellow, you've no idea how our production has suffered.
Oh yeah, parcel. Might have to nick that while we're here as well.
So, how many times have you seen
Alright.
terror?
This is weird for me because Odeon is actually the name of my local cinema. So I feel like I've been here before. Oh! Here's a point. Oh no. Maybe not here. I don't know why a vending machine on Byzantium would sell Marauder armor. Yeah, that's a very good point. We might have some on the ship, even. In fact, these two might be wearing some. That looks like Marauder armor.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
My cousin took pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Yeah, hopefully this is not a shady movie producer.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural. No, don't question yourself. Just feel the scene and go with it. I got a feeling you'll know what to do. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And 'cause Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen. Don't think, kid. Just act. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
Well, here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late! All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too... Oh, sorry. I already said that.
Are we on camera now? 'Cause I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us. Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come. Yes, it is. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma. Oh, but there's nothing you can do. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you. Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
Well, at least didn't have to kill anyone.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me.
Didn't have to kill anyone yet. Alright, we're going to see what this jackass wants in a second. Okay.
Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though. Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Huh. Fine. Didn't want the stupid job anyway. Where does this go? The board are now agreeable. That's good news as well.
By consenting to an audition, you have granted Odeon Pictures all rights to use your likeness, voice, distinctive habits, and manner of dress in perpetuity. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what would happen normally. You turn up for an audition, you do the part, and the next thing you know, you're told that you're not good enough, and then you step outside and your name, well, not your name, your face is all over the billboard. And they've gone ahead and used you anyway. Just avoiding paying you.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Budge. A soft,
I think we
sour
can both
candy
agree
shell
that Maverick
around a
Johnston
sweet
is the
purpleberry
finest director
flavored
in
sandwich.
Halcyon.
Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Alright, let's head in here, nick the parcel, and set ourselves up for next episode. Customer, 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 customer.
Well, you're getting an early start on the day's parcels, aren't you? Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy. Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery service in the colony. You might even say we're part and parcel of Halcyon's commercial enterprise. That's just a little parcel joke.
That's a really, really bad joke.
Nope, just parcels. We don't deal in packages. It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of packaging as outlined by the Executive Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get into some real trouble. Handcuffs and hard labor trouble. We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a Mr. Clark, Minister. You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service team. That means you'll have to sign a release form. Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Then you'd have to make an appointment. Couldn't say. We've got a backlog and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years, but I could give my successor a memo on your behalf. You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, no. We're still waiting on our delivery of a new suggestion box. You do that? Wow. Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go a long way in my semi-monthly employment audit. Here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clark, Minister. Law speed.
Okay, one thing down. Can I talk to Wanda Chen as well?
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Never mind. Now it looks like I can go in maybe around a back door as well. There were doors that I could open behind all three of those counters. I just want to check this out.
Don't you
Rizzo's
think we
Purpleberry
ought to
Budge. Purpleberry flavored flour nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
Yeah. Halcyon Parcel Service. Ah, is this in case we couldn't persuade them?
Huh?
Aw, I was hoping we could do a shift.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Do you not want to know why I'm in this bit of the building and not somewhere else?
Nice going.
Okay, I think that's all we can nick. Oh no. Now I think that's all we can nick. It's all I'm interested in nicking anyway. The rest of this stuff isn't really that interesting. I doubt there's anything up here worth taking. Well, there is over that side. No. All that for an Adreno. Right. There's one more thing I want to check, and then we'll wrap this up very neatly in a bow. There's an elevator directly next to this door. I want to see where that goes. Okay. Just the maintenance tunnels. Oh. So this is just goes back out to the street. Okay.
Place the landscape around your offices.
Okay. So next time we're going to chat with the minister's guards right there, and then we're probably going to go and have a chat with the minister. But yeah, until then guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series. Drop some comments down below. Let me know how you've dealt with all these situations so far. Did you guys pass the audition or not? I don't even know if there is a way to pass the audition, but you never know. Some of the things I said weren't necessarily the right things to say in that situation, so there might have been a solution. But yeah, do let me know. No spoilers as always, please. Try and keep things spoiler free. But besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I'll see you soon.